And Ember, unless he pops his Flame Guard, can struggle a bit for these last hits. No Quelling Blade. Generally, you don't see the hero pick it up. And Kuro has the superior base damage by a little bit. Plus, you can jump in from Simbaaa now. It's only level 2 Timber Chain. Can't get a kill, but he is taking the fight to BuLba. He chains in again. Maybe he can get a kill. He's got the boots. They were trying to bait him. Now they silence, but I don't know if they get in range in time. They get off the chains. Another Timber Chain's ready. He's out of range of the tower. Simbaaa overexpands. First blood to Tinker. Well baited by BuLba. He underestimated how quickly they could turn on him. And it's a wasted smoke for Secret and a bit of wasted time as well. I think they TP'd 2 or 3 bottom, in fact. So that cost them quite heavily. Now it's Tinker on the smoke of their own. They jumped in towards the river. Simbaaa chaining across the ramp. Now jumping in. He doesn't have Sleight of Fist though, so he's got to walk in. And he walks into Static Storm, into Nukes. Where's the backup? They don't have Relocate ready in time.
Flame Guard?
He ends up just dropping. He didn't pop it. He wasn't expected, I guess. And now they glimpse back another. The Skyreth Mage of BuLba caught out. Mono voided by Kuro. Will end up falling. Tinker just a little bit off kilter in these engagements. Although they do find S4 top lane, and they instantly burst him down. He just TP'd right on top of that.
Wow, I'm very surprised that Pajkatt's going for the
Ags.
Yeah, Ags over the BKB. Like, look at this magic damage.
He's getting, well, he's got the Wisp backing up. It actually keeps him alive longer than expected, although the Cold Feet will proc a chain through. Big damage from Simbaaa, charging forward, looking to make it a triple, but the chains prevent that Timber Chain out. And Sing Sing saves him, makes it a 2 for 2, and now Remnant's in. Sing Sing smells blood in the water. He wants vengeance. He'll get BigDaddy. A 3 for 2. Kuro may end up dropping to the flame break here. Can he blink out? Barely. Barely surviving. No relocate anymore. The Wisp dead anyway.
Wow, that flame break just a tiny bit off the mark, pushing him actually for that last hit. But still, all in all, fairly even. 3 for 3.
And although we might have a skirmish in the Dire Jungle, how do you think the teams stack up if this goes later and later?
I think, unfortunately, the rest of Secret isn't going to be very useful, just because Puck has died a couple of times, and so maybe. Oh,
they lasso Kuro. He gets pulled in with the BKB, but Sing Sing also silenced. Where's that Wisp relocate out? It was used too late. They end up dropping Sing Sing. Now qojqva on his own, and qojqva will end up just retreating out, but as the BKB ends, they glimpse it back. He blinks to the north. Nice reaction by him, and the chakram off the mark, but still they keep eyes on him. That Wisp has returned and goes the other direction towards BuLba, trying to hit the Skyreth Mage alive. They still lose their Batrider in the end. Gem hits the deck. Simbaaa happily claims that one, and the fight continues onwards. S4 does finally get melted. Pajkatt, I feel like we haven't seen this guy all game, gets into the fight. Kuro used his Mono Void to finish off BuLba. Pajkatt returning the favor, but Kuro got another kill on the Wisp. It's a double for him. It might well be a triple as this BKB from Pajkatt expires. Maybe he can't go for that Razor. Plus 112 damage. A 3 for 4 in the end. Kuroky just essentially nibbling away at the edges of what Tinker can bring to the team fights. And Ben, big thing is they could not keep the Ember alive.
Yeah, and that's where he probably should offer a BKB, just because if a fight goes that poorly as soon as Ember dies, he's just more crucial than initially thought.
Of course, if it comes to just breaking the base, the Anti-Mage is fantastic for that. And all Tinker have is the Razor. Although he is a quick pusher, he's got to be in position for it. But they just haven't found those openings. And now the relocate onto BigDaddy, drops the Static Storm in wait. Nicely done. Coil to follow this. This could be the fight that Secret have been waiting for. They were prepared. EGM to drop, Sing Sing to fall. Finally the opening. It's given when Tinker go aggressive. Now the Razor coming in. He didn't BKB. He gets Yuled up in the air. Now qojqva's BKB will come to life. Kuroky starting to lose his damage, but he'll break that link and then bleeps in again. qojqva getting low, he'll fall. Mono Void from Kuro just to ensure that they get that third kill. Now BuLba on the TP out, sliced and diced to smithereens. He goes back to the well, and Secret, after 4 or 5 failed ganks, they find one good fight, and they wipe Tinker off the map. A 4,000 gold swing and a 7,000 experience swing. And more importantly, Ben, they're looking to break the base. It's been such a good showing from Tinker all game long, but one bad fight, that might just be it. Pajkatt now called out. It's a wipe. Oh, or is it? Yeah, there it is.
Well, that's what happens when you don't preemptively pop the BKB on Ember Spirit. Unfortunately, it's just one mistake that really cost them. And on top of that, Kuro had a DD. I don't think they really saw that on him, and he was just trucking through all their armor.
He could get the bottom racks as well. There is still a tier 2 sitting mid. He's already heading straight for it. He actually cancels the Wisp TP at the tier 4s. Not that it makes a huge difference, but just an intimidation factor is what Kuro's bringing to the table. Even the Wisp trying to get in range with these balls is very risky. Razor will be forced to buy back. Kuroky's already done his damage though, brings down the tier 3. He focuses on the range. He walks into Pajkatt, he'll blink out to break that link. S4 now trying to retreat. He can potentially blink out if he's quick. He'll orb instead, but he gets hexed. He gets focused. Will they kill him? No, not yet. Kuro leaping forward again, Manta in 13. He's taking decent minus armor. Now Silence, no Manta. As the chase continues, could they get this kill? This is difficult. They need a change from Sing Sing. They'll get it. Mystic Flare, blink out. Couldn't do it. The Manta was still cooling down for a second longer. 100 seconds on the side lane, but as you might expect after all that, he's got buyback. And they did take a lane and a half of Rex. There was a glimpse back onto Pajkatt, it looks like.
They really need the Aegis on Razor at this point. I think he was the only hero that bought back for that entire skirmish.
qojqva rotating through towards the river. Kuroky will jump in though. There's your Abyssal Blade. Oh, Monovoid's going to shred him. Just popped like a pinata. He even looks for another jump in. He sees BuLba, one stun, and BuLba's dead. Will concussive shot. Sing Sing tries to close the gap, but the cavalry is coming through. They bring in reinforcements. Pajkatt has the Aegis for now, but he's going to die the first time, potentially. Actually got relocated out, brought to safety by EGM. Still, when he comes back, can they win this? Kuro changed up. Held in place, doesn't have Abyssal Blade, cooldown for 30. Remnant up to the high ground, didn't get the first hit bash. Sing Sing still retreating. They're bringing in EGM. They did not bring in the Razor, did they? I don't see him. Anyway, EGM looks like he might go down here. Coiled, and onto the high ground, Kuro will go. They Yule stuff. Sing Sing, he comes back down to earth. Kuroky wins the man fight, very close to dying. Now goes on to EGM and gets that kill too. And actually the last hit going to Simbaaa. And they did leave Pajkatt behind mid lane with the Aegis, with a completed butterfly. Should he have been brought into that fight? Secret beginning to corner Tinker inside their base.
qojqva's getting massacred.
They hex S4. Can they focus him in time? That slight does good damage, not enough to finish him off. EGM in a bit far, I think, as the double chakram will connect him. Then he comes back. Anti-Mage leaps in, shreds the Ember. Sing Sing, that's a dieback for him. They might lose EGM as well, tethering up to the high ground, but S4's there to greet him, finishing off his former teammate. And then they get another kill with the Monovoid of Kuroky. He struts across the tier 4s, and it's Secret who bounced back from an early deficit. It was literally one good fight top lane, and they went from 4 to 5 fights lost in a row. Yeah, there were pickoffs, not full 5-man wipes, to taking late of Rex, and from there, it was just all Secret all the way.